Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about apostles. Apostles are needed for the SRRV process, okay? And they can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get, okay? Because there's a lot of documentation needed, notaries, and you got to fill out a lot of paperwork, and you got to write out checks or pay by credit card. And each state is going to be different for this, and there's different types. There's a federal level apostle, and there's a state level apostle. And we're gonna delve into this, okay? Now, when you have documentation that's needed, okay, this is under the Hague Convention that they started this whole apostle thing for documentation, like for adoptions, and it's also for getting visas and things like that. And for the SRRV visa process, for the retirement visa in the Philippines, some of your documents need to be apostilled, okay? And usually your agent will tell you that. If you use my agent, she'll tell you which documents. It's usually your pension documents, your DD-214, and maybe some other documents that you might need apostilled also. Now here's the thing, okay? Like I said, there's two types of apostles, okay? One apostle gets one thing is from your state. The other one is at a federal level. Now, for your state apostles, they usually apostle things like state pensions, things from within the state, and they basically kind of notarize your notary. Okay, it's basically what they do. They kind of check your notary to make sure that they're legit, and then they apostille it and make it a legit document for this process. Okay, and they'll add like a piece of paper on there, but usually they ask you to get it notarized first and then send it in, and you got to send in a processing fee, or you can take it into the Capitol yourself. You can also go online and check to see how each state does it. There are YouTube videos out there on this, but they're pretty vague. Each state is different. Okay, so and it can be kind of difficult. But if you look it up, or you call your state capital and ask them how to do apostles, or you can just look it up online. Apostles in the state of Massachusetts or California, Washington State, they're all pretty easy. And I've checked out most of these sites. They're pretty easy and they tell you what to do, how you have to do it. They have all the documentation you have to print out and everything to do this. It's easy. It's not that part's not that hard, okay, for the state level things. Okay, state level things is relatively easy. Now here's the hard part, and it's really not that hard if you know what you're doing and you pay attention. And these things you have to pay attention to detail, because they want you to follow the directions exactly as they tell you on the thing. And if you don't follow those, you're going to end up doing this all over again, and it's a royal pain, or the documents will be no good when you get over here. They have to be apostilled. The documents that they ask for, that they need apostilled, have to be apostilled. Okay? In order to get your SRRV visa, whatever documents they want apostilled have to be apostilled. Okay, unless you get some sort of waiver, which is very highly unlikely, they have to be apostilled. Now, we're going to talk about the federal level. State Department, okay, does the federal level apostles. That's for DD-214s or any federal pensions, things like that. That's going to be done at the federal level by the State Department, okay? Anything that is a federal document gets apostilled by the State Department, okay? So that's the difference, okay? The state and this federal, okay? There's two different types of apostles, and they're both good, okay? Because they're apostilled. As long as they're apostilled, they're done, okay? Then you hand those off to your agent. Your agent hands those into the PRA, and the PRA takes those, and then that becomes part of your package, okay? Now, it's simple, guys, okay? It's not that hard. There are companies out there that profit off people on this, and they overcharge you really, really high fees to do this process. And some people would rather just, if you got the money, some people figure, oh, I'll just pay this. It's not that hard, guys. It's just a few documents. If you take a day off from work, you can get all this stuff sent out and done probably within the day. You know, the process is a little hard because you got to print it out. What I did was I had it on my like I tell you guys about my whiteboard, and I had it up on my whiteboard, all the things I had to do. And keep in mind, guys, that most of these documents, like if you're getting your police report, or FBI report. If it's a police report, it has to go through the state apostle. If it's an FBI report, which is the same as the police report for as far as the PRA, the Philippine Retirement Authority, is concerned, if it's an FBI report, then it has to get apostilled by the federal. Okay? That's the difference between those two. Okay? On that particular document. Keep that in mind. Very important. Okay? Now, on the police reports, though, I want you to make sure that you keep in mind that those are timed. So you have to also send those out and get those apostilled. That takes up more of that time. So if you can expedite them. If your state allows them to be expedited, get them expedited. And if the Fed offers that thing too, then get it expedited. Okay? It pays to get those expedited for you. Okay? Because then you get it in your hands and you have it. Okay? But like I said, some of those documents age out. And it's the pensions that age out. The DD-214 probably does not age out. I don't know how the PRA handles it. You have to talk to them and ask them, or ask your agent about that, because they change rules quite often. So I'm not going to get into what I think they whether they age out or not, because it really, they could change that tomorrow and then this video's old. And I don't want to age out my video. I'm trying to just help you with the apostles. That stuff you can ask your agent or whatever about. This is an easy process, guys. Apostling is not that hard. Do not pay these people $1,000 to get documents apostilled, because it's not that difficult. And remember, guys, most of your stuff needs to be notarized before you send in. Make sure you read what it tells you to do, because most of these places, they want it notarized first. I know on the state level they have to be notarized. I'm not sure about on the federal level. I'm pretty sure that they probably want them notarized too. And then you mail them in, and then they get it all done. Okay, because like I said, when I did it, it was different. We could get our documents red ribboned here in the Philippines, which is the same as an apostille, okay? And then we can hand it into the Philippine Retirement Authority. But that's gone now. That's passé. It doesn't happen no more, okay? Because rules and things are changing, and everything is totally different than what it used to be. But anyway, guys, I want to throw that out there about that. Don't use those services. I don't recommend those services. They charge a lot. There are some cheaper services you can talk to in your state. For some of the state apostles, you can try to go to a professional notary. And some of the professional notaries will charge you cheaper than some of these places that are online. You can ask them, say, hey, listen, how do I get this apostilled? Some of them can be expensive. You can just go into the state capitol sometimes and get the stuff done yourself. And it's very simple. So why pay somebody else to do it? Just go do it yourself. It's simple, it's easy. People make a lot more out of this than what it really is. Okay? Remember, two different types. There's the federal level apostle, there's the state level apostle. Obviously, if you're in a different country, like if you're in Canada or something like that, you'd have to go through your provincial government. I'm not sure about Australia. I think you guys have provinces too. The UK, I don't know how you guys do it over there. So it's basically the same all around the world, because if you have like a state or a province or whatever you want to call them, like Canada has provinces up there. The United States has states. Okay, so for those level documents, you're going to go through the provincial government, or you're going to go through the state government, and you're going to get those documents done. Federal level, or whatever your government. I know some countries don't call it federal; they call it something else. But anyway, federal level is different. Okay, you're going to go get that stuff apostilled at a higher level. And like I said, with the United States, for you guys that were in the military, you have a military pension that you have to document. That gets done on the federal level, the DD-214 federal level. And guys, make sure you time your documents so that when you get in here, you have enough time on those that they don't run out like on the first day you get here. Keep those documents fresh. And I know you guys, we can't come in here right now because of the tourist visa thing. And someday that might be changing fairly quickly here. I'm not sure when. I'm hearing like rumors and stuff about some of these processes changing a little bit. I'm not sure what's going to happen. These are just rumors right now. They're going through they're running around here. Some people are saying they think that things are going to start changing. They're hearing things up at the top. I think that these processes are going to start opening up a little bit more too. Just my thoughts, okay? So don't shoot the messenger, but I am hearing some pretty good rumors out there from people up top. I've heard things about the tourist visas. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'm hearing things, about a lot of different things, about the visa processes getting better. So, I do have some things I'd like to share with you, but I really can't right now because it's not verified. Okay, until that stuff gets verified, I can't put it out there. And I'm pretty sure good things are going to be happening soon. So that's all I can say, So for you guys out there, start getting your stuff ready. If you're going to be doing, if you're going to be traveling to the Philippines, be ready because, those rumors could be true. We don't know yet, because I'm hearing some good stuff. I'm hearing that some things might be opening for Green Lane. I know the United States and Canada are not on that list right now. I'm hearing some things that could change soon. Now, don't shoot the messenger because that still has to go through the process. Things are rapidly changing over here because they're trying to get things fixed. And I know the Philippines is really slow. So guys, be patient. Okay? I know the Philippines is tragically slow. I mean, it's one of the last countries that still has all these problems. Most of the other countries are already fixed. We're still over here getting vaccinated and things like that. So we have to deal with that, and that's one of the things we have to live with right now, unfortunately. But anyway, guys, I hope that helps. I hope that helps with your apostling process, guys. It is fairly easy. Don't make it harder than it has to be. A lot of you guys make things harder than it has to be. It's not hard. Okay? Just realize that. Okay? It's not really that hard. As long as you follow the directions on the directions on the sheet from the State Department or from your state capital telling you how to get the apostle, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And it's best to go in there if you can go in there and do it, but call them first to check if you're going into your state capital to get your state documents apostilled. Okay, if you live near Washington D.C., it might be worth it to go to the State Department and actually get those physically done there. Or if you live a couple states away, maybe it's worth the drive. Make a day trip out of it. Go over there and get it done. But you can also mail it in. And like I said, some of these things can be expedited. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. Okay.